Hello, fragrance specialists. My name is Chance, and welcome to my guide. Today, we're gonna be doing an oil breakdown on Clary Sage or Sylvana sclera. I don't know. Clary Sage has got to be, I don't know. I want to say one of the top three most common essential oils. Maybe, certainly, it's up there for sure. It's very rare that I see a aromatherapy or essential oil kit without clary sage in it. Very rare. It's super useful, smells really nice, really safe to use, and just provides a really good foundation, I find. But that, of course, is my personal experience and thoughts. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section why. But without further ado, let's actually dive into its profile. Its scent is commonly described as sweet, herbal, and earthy, and it's got a lot of uses, which is great. Don't get me wrong; I'm always really happy that it's got a lot of uses. But I gotta read all of them, and I'm not a doctor, so I always mispronounce stuff. So I do apologize for that, but that's why they're written in front of you as well. So I'll take my lumps, but yeah. In any case, it is useful for acne, boils, skin inflammation, hair loss, dandruff, dry or mature skin, muscular aches and pains, whooping cough, asthma attacks, eases menstrual pain, regulation of menstrual flow, flatulence, intestinal cramping, colic, stress, nerves, high blood pressure, amenorrhea, asthma, coughing, dysmenorrhea, exhaustion, labor pains, and sore throat. My goodness, these are all really great. Well, the afflictions themselves aren't great, but it's really great that one oil can help you deal with all of these to various degrees. In my experience, from what I've been told from other colleagues in the aromatherapy space, Clary Sage is super great when it comes to anything menstrual related. I'm not too sure why, from a scientific standpoint, that is. So I guess it's all anecdotal, but we all seem to agree on it pretty easily and readily. So it's a pretty safe bet. In any case, its method of extraction is unsurprisingly steam distilled, and it blends well with cedarwood, geranium, jasmine, rose, sandalwood, and ylang ylang. And if you want to check out those videos, they're going to be in the playlist as well, so feel free to. And under notes, just dilute before applying topically. I've mentioned it in other videos, but essential oils, when they're in their pure forms especially, they're always going to be pretty aggressive irritants, so just always make sure you're diluting properly, always make sure you do a pass test, always make sure you follow safety protocols. In any case, let's dive into the history of clary sage. Descriptions of medical use of the plant goes back to the writings of Thaloporus, I don't know, in the 4th century before Christ era, and Discodus in the 1st century Christ era, and Pliny the Elder in the 1st century Christ era. We've talked about Pliny the Elder before, kind of one of the, I guess, founders of aromatherapy in general. I don't know. It might be worth doing a whole video on him in particular, but I don't know. That'll definitely be much later on. The distilled essential oil is used widely in perfumes and muscular flavoring for vermouths, wines, and liqueurs. It is also used in aromatherapy, and that's kind of what this video is focused on, but it just goes to show it's used in perfumes, it's used in the alcohol industry, and it's used in aromatherapy, so a lot of people are using it, which lends a lot of air to its credibility. Super great stuff. Now let's quickly check out a recipe here. Today we're going to be taking a look at a cramp-soothing bath. And this is once again related to its menstrual properties, which is pretty cool, really helpful for a lot of people. The recipe reads as followed: 4 drops bergamot, 4 drops clary sage, 3 drops ylang ylang, 3 drops geranium, and 2 tablespoons of fractionated coconut oil. Soak with this soothing bath blend at those regular times of the month to relieve normal cramping associated with menstruation. Really great stuff. There's more uses for it outside of that. There's also an argument for it being partially an aphrodisiac. Reason I say partially is some people believe it wholeheartedly, while others are kind of on the fence about it. I haven't personally gotten any aphrodisiac properties from it, but it might be an individual basis kind of thing. So, long story short, it is out there that that is the case, but it's anecdotal at best, at least in my opinion. And if you like clary sage as an oil and you'd like to do some experimenting with it or apply it to your own collection, if it isn't there already, and it's a pretty safe bet that it is, but if it isn't, I highly recommend getting it. All I ask is that you get it through Rocky Mountain Oils. They are our partner. They don't really sponsor these videos, but we have partnered up with them. I really like them. They have a great live chat feature that I've taken advantage of a lot. I already had a lot of their products, so they seemed like the natural choice. That being said, let me know what you think of Clary Sage down beneath in the comment section. Be sure to mention any thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns you have regarding it. And of course, mention your recipes as well. I always love seeing what you guys can come up with. That being said, I hope you're having a great day, and as always, may all of your future endeavors smell divine.